IMF, Arab country confirms commitment to flexible exchange rate. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, mission that visited Egypt announced that the central bank has confirmed its commitment to maintaining a flexible exchange rate regime, in order to protect the Egyptian economy from external shocks. Flexible exchange rate is one that is determined by market forces of supply and demand in the foreign exchange market. The IMF suggesting shocks to come is likely a heads-up that change is coming. Let's hope that change to come is for Iraq's exchange rate. The Monetary Reform Education Now (EMO) is not only saying we're lifting the 3 zeros, but they're also now explaining to the citizens the effect from lifting the 3 zeros of their exchange rate. What will that do to the currency of Iraq? Whereas before you had scientists, professors, people from the CBI giving lectures and telling them, well, this is my opinion about what might happen. But now, forget the opinions. Forget the negativity. Al-Sudani directs census teams to complete their mission tomorrow, Friday. Parliamentary finance. There is no justification for delaying the 2025 budget schedules. There is a lot of discussion that we could see them this week along with 3 difficult laws passed. Article, next week, a parliamentarian reveals a political consensus to approve 3 controversial laws. There are rumors that the hydrocarbon law, HCL, is among those. When they pass HCL, we know we are close to being finished. They have already started oil shipments again, so I believe it could be done. This past Saturday and this past Sunday, they took 4 of our currencies, Iraqi dinar, Vietnamese dong, Afghanistan Afghani, and the Indonesian rupiah. Those 4 currencies are being tested on all bank screens around the globe, and they wanted to test and make sure the rates of those were coming up the same in each country where they were showing up. The word was, they all went off without a hitch. So the system is ready. Salaries may be funded after census holiday. If so, then there is a new exchange rate. It's not just funding of the salaries, it's everything. The new exchange rate, the HCL, the salaries, everything in your budget. Nothing is being held back any longer. It's plainly there, explained right there in plain sight. Planning. Announcement of preliminary results of the general census in Iraq will be next week. The initial results will be announced after collecting and verifying the data, and this will be next week, either on Sunday or Monday, stressing that the announcement will be at an official press conference, and will include the results of the population of Iraq, the population of each governorate, the number of males and females, and age groups. Prime Minister, population census will establish a new Iraq based on accurate analysis. Iraq is closed down right now for the census. It's going to take about 48 hours. The new technical system they have is going to work quickly. I am expecting something big very soon. A number of sources are expecting something big tomorrow. We will see. They've been talking about the exchange rate every day almost to get it better and better. I think it's going to happen soon. I think it's coming. I'm just going like this with my hands. Thirdly, we know Iraq has overprinted the currency and it would be convenient for the country to ignore banknotes outside of the country. We found the documentation that proves most of us are legal holders of our Iraqi dinar. The information was found in the US State Department archives. Here's what it says: the currency of Iraq is the dinar, IQD, sometimes referred to as the new Iraqi dinar. Iraq's current exchange system is characterized as a free foreign exchange system with no restrictions on purchases or sales of foreign currencies. The Iraqi currency is fully convertible and can be exchanged freely with any other currency. The Strategic Center for Human Rights in Iraq expected, on Thursday, an increase in the number of seats of the People's Representatives in the House of Representatives during the upcoming sessions after conducting the general population census for the year 2024. However, it suggested cancelling the paragraph that every 100,000 people should have a representative to avoid this increase in the number of seats and not to burden the country's general budget. The vice president of the center, lawyer Hazem al-Radinai, said in a statement today that, Article 49, of the Constitution of the Republic of Iraq for the year 2005 stipulated that, the Federal Council of Representatives shall consist of a number of members at a rate of one representative for every 100,000 people of Iraq, and since the first elections for the Council of Representatives in its first session in 2005, the number of its members was 275 representatives. And in the second session it was 325 members, and in the third, fourth and fifth sessions that took place in 2021, 329 representatives were approved, and the excuse was the lack of a population census after 2003.